10 times Naruto failed to impress Sakura. Naruto tries and tries to impress Sakura, but it is mostly for naught, as she's too busy pining after Sasuke to notice him most of the time. Part of Team 7's dynamic revolves around the love triangle. Naruto is in love with his teammate, Sakura. Sakura is completely uninterested in him. Sakura's heart belongs solely to Sasuke. Naruto continually tries to impress Sakura. He hopes to eventually convince her to choose him over Sasuke. Despite Naruto's constant efforts to sway Sakura's opinion of him, he never seems to be able to get her attention. By the beginning of Shippuden, Sakura has not seen Sasuke in 2 years. For a moment, it looks like Naruto might actually have a chance with Sakura, but she never quite manages to let her love for Sasuke go. 10. Naruto as Sakura's classmate. Naruto fell in love with Sakura when they were classmates together in school. During that time, Sakura also fell in love with Sasuke. Naruto never managed to get Sakura's attention. In fact, she began to see him as annoying and a nuisance. Unlike Sasuke, Naruto was a terrible student. He could not succeed in school. His skills as a ninja were severely lacking. He could not compete with the skillful Sasuke. There was nothing he could do to distract her from the more successful boy. 9. He had to trick her to spend time with him. When Naruto was placed on Team 7 with Sakura, he viewed it as an opportunity to spend more time with the girl he liked. Sakura was disappointed to have Naruto as a teammate. Though she was delighted with the idea of spending more time with Sasuke. The only way for Naruto to get to spend time with Sakura was to trick her. He had to transform into someone she actually wanted to spend time with. She did not try to understand or sympathize with her new teammate, she only wanted Sasuke. 8. His impressive display during the bell test. Naruto began to show his slowly improving skills when he took on Kakashi during the bell test. He had a solid plan, and his jutsu skills had improved. Sakura remained hidden, even when it was clear Naruto needed her help. Kakashi made sure to point out that she was too obsessed with Sasuke. She was way more worried about his well-being than Naruto's. His display of power did nothing to catch her interest. 7. Naruto demands a better mission. All the members of Team 7 had grown bored with the easy mission they had been given. They had rescued countless lost pets and babysat for villagers. Which were the same kind of easy missions every beginner ninja is given. Naruto was the only person who decided to protest. His protests were why Team 7 was given their first difficult mission. Sakura could have been impressed with Naruto's boldness, but instead she made fun of his height. 6. She is uninterested in his survival. When Sasuke and Naruto face off against Haku, they are fighting a tough opponent. Their skills had never been tested like that before. They were literally fighting for their lives. Naruto emerges from the battle, covered in wounds, but alive, while Sasuke seems to be dead. Sakura greets him warmly until she realizes that Sasuke is missing, and her full attention turns to her dead comrade. She never acknowledges how hard Naruto fought, remaining mostly concerned with Sasuke. 5. She didn't believe in his abilities. When they were taking the written portion of the Chunin exams, Sakura did not need help finding the answers, being smart enough to work them out herself. She believed in Sasuke's ability to solve all the problems on the test, while not believing in Naruto's ability to do so at all. When given the chance to give up, she almost raises her hand. She didn't believe Naruto had the ability to get the answers himself. She was right about his intelligence, but he would not have wanted her to give up on his behalf. 4. His fight with Neji. Nothing showcased Naruto's improvement as a ninja quite like his fight with Neji Hyuga. He would not have been able to win against such a challenging opponent. Sakura seemed distracted during their fight. She was much too worried about Sasuke to concentrate on what was happening to her other teammate. She seemed completely dismissive of Naruto's growing skills. Ino encourages her to cheer Naruto on, and only then does Sakura begin to take an interest in the fight. 3. He saved her, but she didn't believe. In a flashback, it is revealed that Sakura had thanked Sasuke for saving her from Gaara. Sasuke told her the truth, revealing that it was Naruto who had saved her. She was astonished, skeptical that Naruto could have saved her. She still didn't believe in Naruto or his abilities as a ninja. She could not believe that Naruto would have the ability to stand up against a threat like Gaara. He had saved her life, but she was convinced that only Sasuke. 2. Naruto's return to the village. For 2 years, Naruto journeyed with Jiraiya, studying with and learning from the older ninja. When he returned to the village, Sakura couldn't help but wonder what Naruto had learned in the 2 years he was gone. She briefly seemed interested in him. Then, Naruto opened his mouth. She realized he was the same person he had always been, and she ended up punching him with her full strength on display. She was momentarily interested in him, but it didn't last long. 1. His status as Hokage. Sarada looks up to Naruto as a role model. She thinks he is an amazing leader and hopes to be like him someday. She was amazed when her mother didn't seem to agree with her about how amazing Naruto is. Sakura seems incredibly dismissive of Naruto's status as the village's leader. She seems to still remember him like he was as a child. His skills may have improved, but she remembers him as the poor ninja he was at the beginning. To some degree, she never does see his accomplishments as anything worth recognizing.